In the last video. There's something really wrong with this place. And the story continues. Hello everyone and welcome to yet another episode of Vampire the Masquerade Redemption. We are right after killing Mercury right now, and unfortunately I had to do it again because I forgot to save after our last encounter. And it did prove to be a little bit more difficult this time, but also we got different loot from the chest. And I'm kind of sad because instead of the fire-flanked mace we got last time, we got the fine dagger. I know it's going to be probably sold for a nice price, but still, fire-flanked mace sounded way better than this. But anyway, I'm not going to cheese it, I'm not going to reload it again and try to get a better loot. We are going with what we have. So I left the buckler here this time, and there is one thing that we've missed before, and we have to go back to one place in this Petrine Hill Monastery to get something that you guys were pointing out to me in the comments. And that should be somewhere here, actually. So we went back to Monastery 2, and there is supposed to be a secret button somewhere here. Aha! Okay. Oh. Well, that's a bag of gold. Checking for the secret button. Checking where it is. Oh! This opened now! Alright, zombie skill. There's one Cappadocian in here as well. And unfortunately I aggroed both of them, but that's fine. Why is this guy not fighting? Excuse me, oh, because he's in defensive mode. I see, okay. That makes sense. And why doesn't he have his... What is he doing? Wilhelm? I do not understand his things. Okay, maybe he frenzied out somehow. I don't know what he did there. And we dealt with them. It was quite messy, but hey, there's something here that I need to grab for myself. First of all, this. Second of all, the bottle of vitae, and there is the femur! This is what you guys were telling me to get with myself, right? How do I do it? Maybe this I will take instead of the bow. We could always go back here and sell these things. This is not identified either. I don't remember which scroll was the scroll to identify stuff. Was it the Spirit's Touch? Probably. I'll check it out in a second. And you, my dear, you still have some space in your inventory, so take the Walk the Abyss. You just put it in there, take this, and about the vitae, I got rid of all the things which are not much worthy. Maybe instead of one of the disease vaccines, I'll be taking the vitae. I'm not really sure that's the better choice, but I guess I will do that. So because I have the GOG version of this game, I also got the PDF manual with it, so I'm going to check it out old school style for what exactly the scrolls do, because I don't really remember. Oh, there we go. Okay, Spirit's Touch. Allow the caster to determine the nature of an object, its base, statistic limitations, its abilities, curses, its true name, etc. There's so many of these. Holy crap. Just want to leave it there. This manual is hecking beautiful. It literally looks like a manual for Vampire the Masquerade. So if you have this game on GOG, download the manual from GOG Extras as well, because it is worth it. As you can see, it even has some information about the clans. It's pretty cool. Alright guys, so just to give you a very quick example of how the scrolls work, I'm going to use Walk the Abyss right now, because from what I've read, it actually makes us teleport us back to our haven. Look at this! It's a portal! And we are in the haven now. This is so cool! And I think this portal was...
We must hurry. Dawn approaches. The sun is a destroyer now, Christoph. Remember this. During the day, thou must find a place to rest where no sunlight can enter. Let us return to the university, where Katerina shall surely celebrate our triumph.
I cannot share thy pleasure over such a deed.
Come now. Before thy embrace, did thou not slay evil creatures? Behold, thy mission survives even thy death.
That is scant solace for the loss of my soul.
Thou dost brood too much upon events thou cannot change, Christoph. Seek consolation in our Promethean mission. Bury thy woe in the blood-drenched soil of battle. I have found that the fury of war weaves enchantments that soothe even the most troubled heart. Kindred and kind alike.
I well know the seduction of warfare.
Then thou knowest the joy of cutting a bloody swath through thy foeman.
Bruja.
The only joy I felt was in doing the work of heaven as a soldier of God. I have done nothing to warrant this fallen state. How can God allow men to become demons? How can God snatch away the promise of salvation?
God allows the innocent child on the battlefield to cry and does nothing. So why should God prevent the misery of a killer like unto thee?
I do not know. I have not considered these things.
Come, I promise thee a trip to the convent, but make haste. Dawn comes quickly.
Ooh, okay, so we can...
Kristoff? My love?
Thou art accursed, if Kristoff be thy love.
Nay, do not go, my lord. Let me look upon thee. Good my lord, forgive me. I was filled with fright to behold thee. Thy comely face is now sicklied over with a pale cast, and I scarcely recognized thee. Forgive me. Thou hast been gone so long, we feared for thy life.
Thou feared aright.
She's in her underwear,
for I
guys.
am dead to the world, and my soul is lost.
Do I behold a ghost? Nay. I touch thy arm, and I know thou art flesh and blood.
Not flesh, only blood.
That's
My
gruesome.
lord, thy words do fill my heart with fear, and I tremble. Good my lord, why dost thou look so strangely upon me?
My mind is filled with thoughts of such base villainy. My hunger for thee is stronger now than when my heart did pump its own warm blood.
I know not what misfortune weighs so heavily upon thy soul, or has driven the rosy warmth from thy cheek, but the heavenly powers can banish all such darkness.
Should they banish this darkness, they would banish all that is left of me.
Say not so. My lord, I know thy heart, and thy soul is pure.
My heart, my soul. Thy words torment me with remembrance of all that I have lost. I was a fool to have come here. I must never return to a house of God.
Nay, I pray thee stay. My honored lord, thy soul is in peril.
My honored lady, my soul is lost. My cause is doomed, and I am damned. I go. I will not look upon thee again.
Then I pray thee, my lord, receive this token of me. 'Tis but a small amulet of St. Jude. Thou didst give it me, and it hath soothed the pangs of mine own heart that began when first I beheld thee, and a desperate, hopeless love did grow in my breast.
No.
Mayhap it will be some consolation to thy doomed cause.
Art thou deaf, woman? My cause is lost!
Rude.
Therefore do I offer thee the amulet of Jude, patron saint of lost causes.
Oh.
Oh. I mean, it was enough for Kristoff.
Sweet heavens, guide him.
That feeling when a man is so horny that touching a woman's hand with an amulet in it is enough to... Well, I'm not going to get into the details in here. We are going to, you know what, go back to our heckin' haven. And who the hell is that? We wasted the portal though. Like, I feel really sad about it because I want to use the portal back to actually be able to get all these items which I've left in there. I know I only think about money, but you know, it's my loot, okay? But that's fine. Let's talk to this mysterious woman.
He hath taken me. He hath taken the best of me and left nothing but a shell. In his home of bone, in his halls of skin, behind his walls of flesh, he hath taken all I had.
Goddamn Malkavians.
I walked, and under my feet the floor did quiver. I looked, and beheld that I trod upon the bloated belly of one even more wretched than I.
Goddamn Malkavians.
Once I had the faith of an innocent. He did ravage me and took my faith away into his cathedral of flesh, where the soft and dripping walls swallow all sound. Even the sound of my screams. It fed him, and he grows like gel sacks of rot on decaying wood. He grows.
I think some Tzimitzi really traumatized this lady.
He will awaken soon. My innocent faith fed him and made him stronger. Soon he will be strong enough to awaken and defile the purity of the world as he defiled me. My soul is beyond all salvation, and soon all souls will be damned as well.
Okay, Libusa, something more?
He hath taken
Okay.
me.
That is it. She sounds very Malkavian, and she sounds like she was re-traumatized by the Tzimitzi Mefuzla, and she is foretelling his awakening. Well, that's fine. First of all, we need to go to the blacksmith, sell our stuff. Wilhelm, can you drink her? Very quickly. Wow, her breasts look really good. It's nothing better than low poly breasts in video games, right, boys? Alright, let's go. Ready to go. Oh, that was interesting. I'm not really sure if that was planned, but in general, animals do react this way to vampires. They are uneasy. Of course, as long as you don't have any animal kin. Of course, as you are not the Nosferatu or Gangrel with animalism, able to tame the animals and even make them your famuluses, your little pets, then yeah, all the animals will react to you this way. The further away you stray from your humanity, the more you scare them off. And it is normal for a vampire to cause dogs to bark or cats to go all rah, you know. So yeah, interesting. Let's go. And yeah, it seems like this is all I can actually sell him currently. So with that, I do want him to have the spiked mace for now on. Maybe the shield is something I should sell. I don't know. I will keep these things for later on and we'll see if they will be useful. Norna, hello there.
A comely young sister did come to me from the convent. A clever lass she was, and more valorous than many a young warrior. She bade me give thee this letter.
Aww, I got a letter? What letter? Garen's journal. Do you have this letter? Who has this letter? Oh, this letter. Okay, yeah, sure, I'm stupid.
My dearest Christoph, I have spoken to the old gypsy, a woman of great lore and learning. She hath told me much of the way of the Cainites. She has heard that the soul is not truly lost after the horrid blood ceremony. There is hope even in unlife. The elder Cainites know of the secret, and thou too may learn of it. I live for thy redemption. Thine in faith, Anezka.
Now you know why this game is called Redemption, right? And I'm not really sure what exactly Anezka is referring to in here, but I would suspect it's the Golconda, Nirvana in the world of Kindred. I think Nirvana is the best comparison that we can make, really. Once a vampire reaches Golconda through the path of striving to really remain as human as possible, to remain as selfless as possible, and not commit any gruesome or devilish or beastly deeds, that vampire can reach this legendary state of Golconda, which allows them to still walk under the sun and become even more human than most humans. This is something that Salubri were aiming for as a clan, and in V5, in the current core book, Golconda per se is not really confirmed as something that you can actually reach. But there is a lore sheet of Golconda, and you are able to learn more about it, and as your knowledge about the ways of Golconda and the ways of Solot, the leader of Salubri clan, rises, you are eventually able to walk under the sun, which in the end results in a hunger frenzy, but still you can do that. And you can even suppress your hunger, making you fight the most important urge that is driving every kindred. Okay, so with a little information of Golconda in here and with information from Anezka, I want to talk to her again.
Welcome, child.
Welcome! I want to identify some of the things. Can I actually identify things for money here? I don't think I can. Spirit's Touch, it does cost a lot of money. I wonder if I can actually learn this thing. Do I even have it maybe somewhere? Well, I'm not going to identify these things yet. I think it's better just to invest in this discipline with one of my characters instead of spending so much money on these scrolls. So I'm going to leave it as this. And now you know what? Let's be smart and let's actually go back to our haven, see if this portal is still there, because I don't want to go for all this monastery just to get a heckin' bow. And especially as we still have to leave some things in our chest for later on. Am I the only person in the world who does very bad humming whenever I play video games and I know the soundtrack already? That's my habit, I'm sorry for that. The portal is still there! That's so good! Okay, let's go back then. Let's go downstairs. Let's leave some of our stuff here. And we're going to gather all the things we've left in there. Hooray! What about you? You can leave this here. This as well. And probably this too. And the rest of it you can save for yourself right now. Good. And when it comes to leveling up, let's see what we can do with you guys. We have awe, feeding, blood healing, blood strength. Oh, there's so many things I would like to get up in there. I mean, for sure, dexterity is something that we need to invest in the most. I heard that the combination of awe and feeding is something that we can use during the battles to feed from the enemies, so maybe I should do that. I'm going to also up the blood healing for this guy, up his strength and dexterity, and also stamina. I know it's probably not very creative for me to use it this way, but hey, if it works, it works. Let me use the Walk the Abyss portal and try to get our items back. Hey, we're back! Oh, but it disappeared. What are you doing with this barrel, Wilhelm? I mean, I know vampires do have their urges as well. I do understand that if you have humanity 8 or above, you still feel sexual pleasure. But it is not a place nor time to involve yourself in carnal activities, Wilhelm. Aha, you feel ashamed right now. Good. Your humanity shall be lowered because of this. And nothing more here, so you know what? Let's see if I have another scroll of Walk the Abyss. I should have one more, right? Yes, there it is. And let's cast it. Let's go there. Alright, we're back home. Let's go to the university. Wasted 2 of my scrolls, but hey, it was worth it. And now we shall go to the university and see what Katerina has to say about our wonderful quest. Hello? There we go.
This is most excellent, Wilhelm. Our alliance with the Cappadocians shall strengthen when I reveal Mercurio's treachery to Garen. Wilhelm, thou art a Bruja of surpassing splendor. Our grandsire Bruja himself would feel pride at this.
No.
In modesty, mistress, I could not have done it without Christoph's aid.
He has done well.
Christoph performed admirably, my sire. I believe he is ready to know of the oncoming struggle.
What struggle is this?
The Jihad. The great war of all the vampire clans. The Tzimisce against the Tremere, and us against both.
The Tremere?
The Tremere were once a house of mages, part of the Order of Hermes. They stole Cain's gift from an ancient of our kind, an antediluvian, one of Cain's grandchildren. They seek to infiltrate and control all the world. They couple the power of Cain with the ways of unspeakable magic.
The fiends from the Carpathians, the Tzimisce, are fighting the Tremere even as we speak. The Tzimisce have invaded the ancestral homelands of the Ventru, which puts us in a strange alliance with the very Ventru who destroyed our great city of Carthage.
Yes.
So, we unite with the vampire prince of Prague the Ventru Rudolf Brandel. For now.
Interesting.
Thou hast reason to hate the Ventru as well, Christoph. Thou fell in battle against the pagan barbarians because the Ventru made puppets of thy leaders. The Ventru sent thee into battle to stop their Tzimitzi enemies. Most of the barbarians were revenants, ghoul servitors of the Tzimitzi.
Other clans maintain havens here in Prague. Thou hast met the Cappadocians. The Nosferatu lurk below the graveyard in the northern quarter. Most of King Otakar's family, the Premisils, are Tzimitzi ghouls. With the entrance of the Tremere into Prague, a struggle is bound to ensue, leaving the mortals greatly abused. We must avert this horror.
Many in Prague have disappeared, including Bruzia. We suspect they fell victim to the Tzimitzi fiends, or the usurping Tremere. We must stop the abductions.
Understandable.
First, we must seek to undo the damage done by the traitorous Mercurio. Mistress, I wish to approach the Jewish quarter and warn the rabbi of Mercurio's meddling. If their golem hath suffered a cowardly attack, it may not be able to protect the Jews from the Tzimitzi.
We have no alliance with the Kabbalists in the Jewish quarter, and they have powerful charms of faith to wield against our kind.
We have a duty to protect the mortals.
Should we deliver unto them this news, mayhap the Jews will owe us a boon. But we have much to do first. In 3 nights' time thou may deliver thy message. Take Christoph with thee, but beware. The Kabbalists have no love for the likes of us.
3 nights' time might be too late.
3 nights' time may be too late.
After one mission with Wilhelm, thou hast become very like him. So be it. Wilhelm, take Christoph to the Jewish quarter this night and warn the rabbi.
Well, we did hear that the dawn is coming, so me rushing there maybe is not the best idea, but then again, I doubt that there is actually an event in this game where suddenly the sun is coming up and we die. So we shall be fine. Now, of course, this dialogue mentioned more clans, Ventru, Nosferatu, Tremere. Guys, if you want to know more about these, I haven't made a Nosferatu video yet. I do plan to make one though. But Ventru and Tremeres are actually explained on my channel in separate videos, which I really try to get deep into the lore of these two clans and tell you exactly what's the whole deal with them. And the Brugha video is going to give you more information about the battle, the endless war in between Ventru clan and Brugha clan. But in general, it's quite of a misconception that Tremeres stole the gift of vampirism from Solot, which was the antediluvian of clan Salubri. As I told you guys, I mentioned Salubri before in this video. Salubri are very interesting vampires. They have 3 eyes, 1 eye on their foreheads, and they are known of their healing capabilities and their general aim to strive for Golconda. And Tremeres originally stole the gift of vampirism from Tzimitzi. The mage Goratrix concocted a potion that was supposed to change people of House Tremere into kindreds, allowing them to pursue their magical knowledge for eternity. That concoction was prepared based on the years of experiments on Tzimitzis and their ghouls, which is one of the reasons why Tzimitzis still to this date hate Tremeres with all their freaking might, and one of the reasons for all these wars that happened back in the days. So we have the situation right now where Tremeres are fighting with Tzimitzi, Camarilla, which is Brugha and Ventru combined. They don't really want to be allies with each other, but they have to be because of the situation. And they don't like Tzimitzi the most, but they also kind of don't like Tremeres because no one really trusts Tremeres. That's the rule. So we are somehow getting involved in this whole jihad, the war of the vampires, which is actually a never-ending war, and it still is a thing up until this day. It's just that the wars changed in how they looked like. Back in the days, it was more about the swords and swordsmen fighting on the open fields. Nowadays, it's more about spreading gossip on the internet. Can I talk with them more?
Thou hast not yet completed thy tasks. Go ye hence, Christoph. We shall speak more when thou art ready.
What about Cosmos?
Learn thy lessons well.
He's a man of little words, but that is absolutely enough for us. And the quest pane, kill the golem, So now you must be wondering, what the hell are golems, right? Alright, before we'll get to the actual conversation about them, let me give you a little bit of the lore. Golems come from the Kabbalistic lore, actually, and they are also a part of the lore of World of Darkness, but I guess not as much important and often mentioned one as Gargoyles, for example. And Gargoyles and Golems should never be confused with each other because they're entirely different things. Gargoyles are actually one of the bloodlines, one of the clans you could say, but not made by Cain, but made artificially by the Tremors, while Golems are fully artificially constructed humanoid creatures. They do not actually come from living humans. It's not like a living human was changed into a golem, they are fully constructed from the scratch. They are made of clay and animated using the ritualistic powers, some scrolls and stuff like that. I don't really know the details, but they are usually the creations, the pets and guardians of those who made them, usually some mad mages or scientists or whatever. So in general, golems are not a kind of a vampire or kind of a creature that was actually born and somehow embraced into being a golem. Golems are a creation, like a robot, basically. Old man! I don't want to hump you. I think that's illegal. I'm not really sure this guy is not arresting me. Well, he does look happy. Okay, that's fine. Selling the stuff I do not need. If I am not wrong, I do believe that the northern quarter should be somewhere here, is it? There we go. Let's go inside. Oh! Okay. It doesn't look good. Not very inviting, is it? That's, problematic. I like the song though.
Help us, the Golem Maccabee has gone out of control!
The Golem Maccabee has gone out of control. Well, we need to save the game then. This music is creepy. Hello, Brandel.
Save us! Our own Golem has gone mad!
Can the rabbi control this brute?
Yes, but the rabbi is dead. I am his son, Mendel.
Tell me how to kill the golem, Mendel.
The golem's life cometh from truth.
Thou speakest riddles.
The word truth hath been writ upon a scroll and placed within the brow of the creature. The Hebrew word for truth and the word for death are but a single letter apart. Destroy that one letter and the creature falls in death.
Okay. Any more questions though?
The word truth hath been writ upon a scroll.
Okay, that doesn't really help me much, but I would assume that that's all we're going to get, right? Alright, I think we need to go kill the golem, guys. And for that, we do need to have bashing weapons, which I didn't take from my haven. All the way back we go to our haven to take our maces. Because I am an idiot. Okay, guys, last save before the boss battle. And let's see if we are good enough to do this, okay? Hello? Hi! He looks cute. Alright. Absolutely nothing happens, although I think we do a little bit of damage on him. That's good. Okay. Not too bad. Okay, we got a little bit of damage. And we got some of that out of him. Look at this. Oh no, poor villain. I failed the blood healing twice now. Oh! That was not hard at all. Okay.
This is the Kabbalistic magic that quickened the golem.
That's good, we have it. Guys, I'm kind of weirded out by this. I'm not playing with any easy mode or anything, and I didn't actually patch the game. This is the original GOG version, only with the widescreen mod and dgvoodoo. So these are the only things I installed before playing this game, and for some reason, all these battles are way easier than I remember them, which is good, because originally I was struggling with them a lot. Maybe I'm just very lucky with my rolls, I don't really know, but This is really good. And this should be enough as for now. Is there anything here I've missed in terms there are the doors? Okay. I remember. Back when I was playing this game, previously on stream, I actually went through these doors and I was killing Golem, seeing a little part of him poking through these doors. I just closed them and he couldn't get through and I cheesed this whole battle. It was pretty fun. But yeah, with 2 maces, it turned out to be way easier than expected. Maybe I was using a sword before because I didn't know about the bashing. Let's go talk to Mendel.
The demon is no more.
The Golem was no demon.
It was, and we have sent it straight to hell.
The Golem was animated by the life force, and his spirit now returns to Abraham's bosom.
What? Blaspheming sorcerer? This monster of clay has no soul.
I am no sorcerer. I am a Kabbalist, and all life is from God. Every man, animal, and creature, even this Golem, even vampires such as thee.
Interesting.
Liar! Thou dost toy with my sanity! One such as I cannot be redeemed. I am an outcast from heaven.
Not so. All life comes from one place, and to that place it must return.
Why should God make such creatures?
To vex mankind. They are all part of the kingdom of God, sent to test our faith, as the devil did test the simple faith of Job. How hast thy faith endured, Crusader?
Not well, for God hath abandoned my soul.
The question is not whether God hath abandoned thee, selfish boy. It's whether thou wilt abandon God and become a beast.
Why?
I shall consider thy words.
Nay, there is no magic in the Shem. 'Tis merely letters. Letters which connect the Golem to the true source of power.
Nonetheless, the Cappadocians would be grateful to get such a thing. It would help them build golems for their own protection.
The Shem is thine, with my blessings to do with as thou pleaseth.
Okay, so that's what happened. And this is actually a super interesting part of the lore, probably one of the most interesting conversations we had so far. The different approach to kindred from different religions. It's something I am personally not super knowledgeable in. Of course, the whole vampire lore is about the Kainite lore, about the biblical lore, and about how the Christian Catholic religion is approaching the topic of vampires in general. While we also know something about Quay genes and how the religions of the East approach the topic of vampirism, which is entirely a different thing. And here you have the approach of Jewish people, which doesn't connect being a Kainite with a curse, but more of a test that humanity has to overcome to prove their real faith. Interesting. I really like this lore. Okay, so we need to go back to Garen. And Garen is outside Petrin Hill Monastery. Okay. Any humans there? Excuse me. Just this human. Maybe I can feed from him very quickly.
Who goes there?
Good. Very quick feeding before we'll go to the Petrin Hill Monastery from this poor little guard. Exactly how you sound when you are feeding. That's how I sound when I'm feeding myself with pancakes. It would be quite fun if humans ate this way. I've imagined very, very good pancakes in here, okay? Garen, my boy, we bring the book to you because we heard that you like reading.
Hail, Garanol of Clan Cappadocian, master of the art of death.
Hail to thee, servant of the wise Ekaterina of Clan Bruja. Be most welcome. And hail to thee, good Christoph, who vanquished the fiend in the mines. I make no claim of vengeance against thee for the destruction of my haven. Instead, I offer my thanks to thee and to thy clan for bringing to light the treachery of my venomous child Mercurio.
Interesting.
I present this to thee as a gift from Ekaterina the Wise, sire of the Bruja.
Ah, yes. This should be of some use indeed, to protect us from the disorder of these times. Tell your mistress I am grateful, and owe the noble Bruja a boon.
No, you don't.
We shall.
I only wish this Shem had not been purchased at so dear a price. I mourn the bloodshed in the Jewish quarter by the wicked Mercurio, and do reproach myself for his misdeeds. The good rabbi now journeys into the land of the dead, where hides all knowledge, and I am to blame. Prithee tell Ekaterina that I wish to serve her Promethean task, and strive with her to bind up our uncertain future. In partial payment of the boon I owe, I offer thee my prized child, Serena.
Yes.
She will aid thee in thy efforts.
I pray that my service will be of value to thee.
Hello there, Serena! I'm so happy we have her in our team. One of my favorite characters in this whole game. Serena is a Cappadocian who has joined us as one of our teammates. Now, what Garen said makes me feel like Cappadocians, okay, I know it's a peaceful clan. I know that they do not want to wage the wars and they stay away from the jihad, but come on, Garen, we destroyed your haven and killed about 5 dozens of your boys, the Kappa boys and Kappa girls, and you say that you owe us a boon for us bringing the book to you? Jesus, Garen, you need to learn the ways of kindred. This is not how you survive in this society. But can I talk to him again?
Now, make haste to thy university.
She's so pretty.
And bestow my gratitude upon noble Ekaterina. I shall meet with her anon and plan the defense of Prague against the fiends.
I wonder why Kristoff can't just like settle for Serena. She's so beautiful and just like forget about Anezka. She's a heckin' nun. Anyway, we need to go back to rest in our haven. Okay, we can do that. And let me see first exactly what our wonderful Serena can do. She's a neonate of Clan Cappadocian. She doesn't have much of a strength or anything really, which is kind of sad. She can be our caster. What about her disciplines? There's Feed and Blood Healing, Hidden Senses, Aura of Perception, Fortitude, Shambling Hordes, and Vigor Mortis. Isn't this the thing that actually animates the dead? Awakens targeted dead to your aid. Yes, that's awesome. Doesn't have anything in her inventory, making her a perfect walking bag for our stuff. Alright, let's go back to our haven then. I feel bad for Garinal. We're feeding from his boyos. We killed so many of them already. He's just like getting controlled by us constantly. Oh, these sounds. Serena, you're wonderful. It's only got hot in here. Not sure about you guys, but yeah, it's probably the weather.
I understand thy sorrow, Kristoff. When Garanal embraced me, I was forced to leave behind all I loved in the mortal world. The loss of it still weighs upon my heart and drags me to despair. I offer thee any comfort I may give in thy grief.
I thank thee, but I do not surrender my hope of reunion with Anezka, even though I am beyond all hope.
Rejected!
And thy Anezka is fortunate indeed, though such barren hope might breed only more sorrow.
We rejected Serena already. God damn it, Kristoff. Why are you making all these bad decisions in your life or unlife? Anezka!
No!
I am not surprised the little nun is missing. She is reckless.
Dost thou know of her?
No.
Yes, we shall lie to thee no longer. Anezka came hither in search of thee. The gift of sight blazed in her eyes, revealing unto her that we are childer of Cain. And yet she had no fear of us.
Where is she?
We told her thou wert not among us, and she left.
What?
She insisted on leaving this letter for thee, as if she somehow knew we had lied to her. I give it thee.
Dearest Kristoff, I have not seen thee since the night thou fled the convent, and I fear thou hast been swallowed by the creatures that rule the night. But dread shall not rule my heart. I am resolved to renounce my holy orders and walk the face of the earth until I unite with thee. And if thou turneth thy face from me, I shall search for such panacea as will restore thy soul and bring the rose to thy fair cheek again. Thou hath captured my heart, and I can do naught but seek thee and make us both whole.
Aww.
Though our cause be lost, yet shall we both be found. Thy immortal love, Anezka.
Immortal love? Does that mean that she got embraced? And I think if that cutscene before was confusing for you guys, I think the first part of it, the one when we drank Anezka, was a dream. And then based on the dream, Christoph went to the convent and saw that she was missing. I think that was the whole case. But anyway, interesting.
Why didst thou not tell me?
Whelp, thou must leave her world behind.
Thou hast doomed her. I could have persuaded her to stay in the safety of the convent.
Nay, thou canst not control such as she. There was a mania that shone in her eye, a kind of madness.
Malkavian.
And yet her mind was sharp, as if her delirium had strengthened her mind rather than sapped it. In another time, I would have been moved to take such a one as my child.
Nay, her soul must remain pure. We must find her and save her from the fiends. We must redeem her before my curse dooms her, as in my dream.
Dream, see?
The nun was not the only one missing. Many have been taken, mortal and vampire alike. We go in search of our Bruja allies, but will rescue as many of the others as we can, including thy mortal nun.
Therefore we are resolved to entreat Prince Rudolf Brandel for assistance, even though he is of Clan Ventru. To make amends for withholding this letter from thee, we go tonight. Come.
How long is this night? Come on.
We know of these disappearances. Little happens in Prague without our knowledge.
How now? Hast thou discovered the culprit?
We can direct thee aright.
Hello, Lacroix.
Should we feel so moved?
I cannot imagine such a thing as can move thy lordship.
We desire a reliquary containing the arm of St. George, which lieth in the antechamber of the Cathedral of St. Vitus. Alas, a ring of hallowed ground outside the cathedral doth repel canines. The sanctified ground extends not into the cathedral, but we cannot cross the outer gates.
Then how may we cross the sanctified ring to enter the cathedral?
We tire of thee. Pray, do not return until thou hast the arm.
Typical
Very
Ventru.
well. We go.
God damn it. God damn it. I mean, Christoph would say that though. Okay.
Nay, to withhold such knowledge is wicked. We seek to save many. Has the prince no pity, no humanity, that he only bestows his knowledge for a price?
I warn thee, stripling. We have staked fledglings for 100 years as punishment for little else than speaking in our presence. We allowed thy mistress to make thee, and we can unmake thee with a word.
Pray forgive him. Christoph knows not.
Silence. Because yon child Christoph did show bravery in the silver mines, and may yet be useful to us, he shall yet retain his freedom, but only if he henceforth silences his impertinent Bruja tongue.
Oopsie. Well, that would be something that Christoph would say, okay? That's why I did it. Anyway, that is our wonderful Prince Brandel, a typical hack in Ventru. And I feel like we need to stop right there and continue from this part next time. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me. That was Vampire the Masquerade Redemption, episode 4. More episodes on the way, and in the meantime, do not get lost in the night. Goodbye.